Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. Today we're going to be doing my WTF series. Of course, this is landing on a Friday for you, but it is Wednesday when I'm recording this. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's go. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing good. Looking forward to the weekend. I have to tell you, I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to going to my hubby's appointment, which will be this upcoming Monday. So keep us in your thoughts and prayers that he gets the go ahead to return to work or resume normal activity. So it'll be really cool. Hopefully that everything looks well. In my opinion, looking at his wounds, everything looks good to me. So hopefully the doctor will think the same. Anyway, before we get started with this video, let me go ahead and grab today's prompter card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompter card. It's basically a conversation starter. So I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's prompter card is, what are your honest thoughts about social media? Honest thoughts. I think just about with everything in this world, it started in a good place. And just like everything in this world, it was corrupted because people, right? Honest thoughts about social media. I don't do social media. I used to be really like every single day was doing it. Now my social media, if you can call it that, is YouTube. I don't do Facebook. I don't do Instagram or TikTok. I have accounts with those, but I never go on them. So that was not even an intentional decision. It was more like, I have so much more I could be doing with my life. Not that I don't appreciate getting to reconnect with people from my past, or just, keep in touch with people from the past or just see how their lives are going. But I've just found that people can be whatever they want to be online, right? And they can put up whatever front they want to put up online and leave the reality of their situations kept private, which is not a bad thing, of course. But if you're faking it to the world that everything is great, but it's not really, then how genuine is that? Are we to love and appreciate the fake you? That's what your aim is for? I don't know. Aside from that, there's other aspects of social media I absolutely cannot stand. And that is one thing that I will not apologize for. And that is what it's doing to our children. And this might be a hot topic for some people. This might be a reason for some of you to unsubscribe from me. I don't know. But in my opinion, it is ruining children, teenagers' lives. Big time. And unless something is done about that, it will only get worse. These cliques of people who are standing on their soapboxes and influencing very impressionable teenagers in the guise of spreading awareness. They're all social media Karens. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just know the effects that social media alone has had on my own children who were homeschooled for the majority of their life. And if it can affect them the way that social media has affected them, then it can affect anyone. And it really terrifies me for future generations if this doesn't get under control. We are seeing mental health crises in astronomical amounts, increases in mental health disorders, in astronomical, by the thousands % increase. And that is not coincidental, and it needs to be addressed. But let me get off of my soapbox. What are your thoughts, your honest thoughts about social media? I think it's good. I think it's bad. I think there's my roses My roses are, if you touch them, they will crumble. Well, I wouldn't say they would crumble, but they don't just crumble. But I apparently, like, I slapped it. Whoopsie. Anyway, what are your honest thoughts about social media? Let me know in the comments below. Man, don't get me started on topics that I am passionate about. All right, it's time. WTF Wednesday on a Friday time. We are going to be working with the week of the 19th through the 25th. Again, this is being filmed in advance and you guys won't see it till Friday. It's really weird. I'm usually like on top of things like the day of, so it's weird to post videos that are behind in schedule, but I know a lot of content creators do that. Like some of even my favorite ones do that, so I shouldn't feel weird about it, but it's just really hard to be relatable and personal with you guys, like when I'm talking about ongoing or current things that are happening, and it's something that for you guys happened several days ago, but for me, while talking about it, is current. I don't know. To me, it's just weird, but you know, it's kind of hard for me to pretend about some things. If this is the first time ever watching one of my WTF Wednesday videos, first off, hi, thank you. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm sure you're confused on what this is. My channel is completely about my budgeting journey using this cash envelope method. But what comes with that is also I make digital purchases, like using a credit card for our gas purchases, using our bank account for just things that you can't buy with cash. All of our bills are definitely not with cash. They're actually auto pay. So all of these ways and these methods are not necessarily conducive to always just spending cash. So I need a system in place for me to be able to track those types of expenses so that I'm not getting behind and thinking that I have more money in my envelopes than I do. So what I do is I have an account buffer in my account that I use on a weekly basis to buy things that I need to buy that have to be digital. And then every week on Wednesdays, I go through the past week and we pull the cash that we saved for those items out of our envelopes and replace that money back in the bank. So each week that money is just getting replaced. It's basically like petty cash that allows me to be able to make purchases that aren't in straight cash. So that's what we're doing here today. So I'll be tracking my bank spending, our credit card spending. I'll also be tracking our bills that are all on auto pay. In addition to all of that, I will be tracking what we spent in actual cash so that we kind of get a good overview of what we spent throughout the week. With that being said, let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to use blue for bank spending, and then I'm going to use red for the credit card spending because I have to keep those separate. One is a credit card that I need to pay off at the end of the month. The other is just my account buffer I'm needing to replenish. So let's get started. It's going to be really easy, really quick this week because we didn't spend very much. On the 24th, I went ahead and ordered our dog food. So this will be coming from my pets, and that is a total of $56. It is actually $55.60, so that means 40 cents of that is going to our Save the Change challenge, which I participate in. Basically, I round up all of our expenses, and whatever the change is called the Save the Change challenge. It's basically right now just building up my account buffer. And that is actually it. That's all we spent out of our bank account. I say that, but that's not all the way true. To be completely transparent with you, we have bought other things, but with the 401k that we have in there. So it's things that we needed to replace that have gone just out in the house, that we've needed to get. And since we had this extra money, we did make a plan to replace our deep freezer outside, replace our mattresses because we have not done that in over 10 years. Doing the necessary things that we've just not done and couldn't afford to. So we didn't just frugal spend that money, but because that money is already in the account, there's no money to have to replace it. And I'm not tracking the 401k with you guys, no offense, but my hubby has asked me not to, so I'm not doing that. So that's why you don't see those purchases here. It still wasn't very many, but they were larger purchases too. So there's that. Anyway, let's move on. I have been talking way too much. I think it's because I miss you guys. Honestly, like all these videos, I find myself just gabbing away, and that's not usually me. I think I just miss y'all. All right, the only gas purchase that we had was credit card gas up here on the 20th, and that was for $90 rounded up. I did this, so don't come at me. I literally intentionally did not stop it at an even number. I just let it fill up till it didn't fill up no more. So that was 32 cents that we're putting towards our Save the Change by rounding up. So yeah, I thought everybody's gonna laugh at me like, wow, she missed the mark that much. No, I just didn't. I just let it go till it filled up. So that's good to know. It cost about $90 to fill up my husband's truck from empty to full. So now we know. That's a lot of money. With that being said, though, we get to put in some no spin stickers. I haven't done this all month, so I'm going to do it this time. I probably will retire the idea of doing no spin stickers. I don't know. I'm just not getting any benefit out of it. I don't feel any benefit out of it other than just stickers. So I'm not going to, I probably won't. Maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. I'm indecisive right now. All right, next up, I'll do this with you guys since there's only two. I just take these little squares and I put it right next to it. So we have a little checkbox to check off when we get the money. Really easy this time. All right, so the methods that we usually pull from are either going to be from our account buffer, which we're not going to do unless it's unavoidable. We also are going to be tracking our bank spending, our credit card spending, our cash spending, which I will do that after we track these two. And then, of course, we have our Save the Change. Okay. So I know for a fact we're not taking anything from account buffer. Our bank spending, easy enough, $56. Our credit card spending, also easy enough, $90. All right, let me set this up and we'll get started. All right, first up, we have my pets right here. So I did order the dog food. I ordered 2 bags at a time from Chewy.com, and then they deliver it within a couple days. So yeah, I already have it. It actually was delivered today. So if you guys are ever interested, I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm able to get 2 really large bags of dog food for $56, and that includes shipping. I don't know. And I set it on an auto thing, but I set it like really far apart so that I can always make it come when I'm ready for it to come. But anyway, so $56 is what I spend every, I guess, few months. I'm not really sure how often I'm doing that, but let's see. I'm gonna need change for sure. 50, 70, 85, 90. Let's do 55, and then let's see if I have any ones. I probably don't have any ones. I have ones in gaming. I just don't know that I'm gonna get actual change. Probably not. So let me get some ones. Maybe we can just exchange or just pull one out. I don't know. I think I'll just pull one out. We'll do that. And then we can leave this in there. So we'll have 35 in there, and I'll just have to add another $21 in there to be ready for the next time. So $56 for dog food. And now we've got 35 in there, so that's good. Not all the way 0, gotta love that. And now for gas, for credit card gas, we're getting 90, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. This I'm going to keep separate. One is credit card, one goes back to my bank. So we still have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, which should be perfect. My hubby does go back to work, or should, depending on how the appointment on Monday goes. He should go back to work next week, and if that's the case, then we'll have gas money for him, which is awesome. Whoops. Sorry. And then that's it. It's super, super easy. But while we're here, I do have, let me go ahead and pull out the budget sheets for each binder. So this is my revolving budget sheet. We also spent out of short term, so let me grab this up. Also spent from holidays and from business. Alright, so let's just go ahead and add these up. So from business, let's see. There's one of them that had multiple. It's groceries. So from groceries, or rather my revolving fund, we have taken $723 in groceries, which I think is actually pretty good considering. And we went to BJ's, or not BJ's, Sam's. We went to Sam's right here. So we're good until his next paycheck, which means I'll have some money in grocery to roll over for the first time ever. It's always something, right? I shouldn't even say this because honestly, we're probably going to spend it. I just know me. I know us. It's there, we spend it type of thing. Alright, so 20 plus 723. Let's pull that back up. Okay, that's our business. Then we have 105 for my son. He asked if he could use some of his birthday money to also get him a Switch OLED since the girls did that. Well, my middle daughter, she actually bought hers on her own using the money she saved for it. And then my middle daughter had some of her money, but wanted to use her birthday money since her birthday's in August. So they both got the Switch OLED Pokemon edition. My son saw that and he was like, I want that. So he saved up. He had like about 300, so he needed just a little bit more, about 105 to cover the OLED and the warranty on it. So we pulled that from his birthday so he could just go ahead and get it. Let's see. Let's add 105. I think it was 743. Yeah. And then last but not least, $40. Hubby got his hair cut. Sure enough, it was more than 40 because he also got a shave and everything. So he did pull 20 from his, it was his spending money that he put into his wood fund. So that was that. Adding 40, but let me make sure I added all these correctly. So 40, 20, 105, and 723. So $888 that we have spent in cash this past week. So in all methods, let me just go ahead and add that together. We spent $888 in cash, $90 in credit card, and $56 in bank spending. So that's a total of $1034 that we spent this past week. For our Save the Change, we saved 32 cents and 40 cents. That gave us an addition of 72 cents. Okay, so since we're done with this, not necessarily this, but like with the money, I put this here. I am going to end up making an envelope for credit card to put in my bills, my bills binder, which I'm trying to think, do I want to do that right now? Possibly. I don't know. I do have some more of the no zip things. Do I want to put a zip or a no zip? Well, I think for now I'll just do a no zip. I don't have the card stock, of course, to go with it. So I might change this up, but we'll see. Sorry guys, this is completely impromptu. Not planned. Alright, so this will be for my billing. I think that I want it this way. Go ahead and open it a little bit there. Okay. So for credit card spending, we're going to be adding this $90 into it. Right there. So week 4 was 90. So in total, we should have 50, 36, 26, and 90. So we should have 202. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, and $2. Perfect. So I can just put this in here. I'm going to put this away. And then we're going to add this to my bills account. Probably in the far back. Right here. This is why I like the zip list, because you can fit so many more envelopes into your binder than you can if they have zippers. So this will be my new credit card envelope. So as we pull for the credit card, I'll just put it in here. And then at the end of the month, we just go ahead and pull out all the bills, including the credit card, and then I can just put it all in the bank and pay the credit card off. Easy peasy. I like that idea. And the rest of this goes to my billing account. So we're adding 56. Let's see. 50. All right. So this is what's going back to the bank. 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3. I think 163. That's what we've just counted up to. Anyway, obviously I've not deposited this, and I probably won't. We get paid next week, so I'll just keep it until I need to use it. I don't know. Clearly, I'm just talking because I miss you guys. Oh man, see, while we're here, let me go ahead and put these back where they belong. So my system here is that each binder has its own, and then when we spend out of an envelope, we write it here and how much. That way we can track our spending. I don't have budget sheets for every single one. It works for some people, like my daughter does that. I personally, we just spend way too much in a week to be constantly trying to figure out where hubby took that from. Like, I can keep myself on track, but it's everybody else that I'm struggling with. And I've just found that trying to keep track of all those budget sheets, because I have so many envelopes, is just not it for me. So this is what I've worked out to be a little bit more convenient for me. Alright, so next up I am going to transfer these numbers. Let me go ahead and put this in here. I kind of use it like my bookmark for the next week. A little bookmark so that I'm ready for next week. But the last thing I like to do is to put these numbers into my main budget book, which is right here, just so I can keep all those numbers together and I don't have to flip between two different books at the end of the year when I'm trying to close my budget out. let me do some transferring of numbers, and then we'll move on to my bills and how we're tracking those. Okay, so bank spending 56, credit card spending 90, 888 spent in cash. Save the change was 72 cents this week. All right, so 56 plus 226, so that's a total of $282 we spent from our bank account. We have 112 and 90, so that's 202 that we've spent. And we have 888 and 706. That is 1594 that we've spent in cash. And then for our save the change, which isn't much this month, but that doesn't matter to me, it's still savings. We saved so far $2.74. All right. And now we can put this book away until next week. It always feels good to put that back on my bookshelf so that it's just ready, which I have, which is right here in front of y'all. Y'all just can't see it. All right, so we just have one more week to do here, and then we can put that aside. We did do the YouTube paycheck, so I don't need this right here. But let's go ahead and flip back over to our bills and see what has come out over the past week. All right, so we had water did come out for $43.79. We had iCloud come out for 99 cents. Discord came out for $9.99. Auto owner's insurance came out for $310.91. Our electric came out for $263.96. So that just leaves Verizon and truck, which should come out this week. And then we're done, which I already know what the truck is, and I actually already know what the Verizon is. But I'll wait until next week to write those down, and that way we have it all together when we unstuff the bills. I have a question, guys. Do you guys want me to make that a completely separate video, or do you want that to be in the last WTF Wednesday of the month, where I go through all the bills that we have written down over the weeks of the month, and then I unstuff this for the bills of the month so that we can start fresh at the new month? What do you guys think? Should I just add that into a WTF Wednesday at the end when we go over the last remaining bits of the bills and then we unstuff all of this together? Or would you rather that be either off camera or in a completely separate video? Let me know, guys. Okay, so now we get to move on. Let's see, YouTube Premium is going from $11.99 to $12.99 in September. And Spotify is going up to $16.99. So they both went up $1. That's what I have to say about that. All right, let's go ahead and fill out my calendar. This is the last thing I like to do. I know it seems redundant, but I just like to do it. So you can fast forward if you want. iCloud, 99 cents. Discord, $9.99. Then we also had water come out for $43.79. And we also had our insurance come out a little early, so I'm going to have to start keeping track of the dates. They always change, that's why I don't really even pay attention or care. Electric did come out for $263.96. And then that just leaves car loan and phone. So, all right. And then as far as videos goes, I did do my cash stuffing for Modus, cash stuffing our full-time paycheck, cash stuffed our YouTube paycheck, and now WTF Wednesday, which is dropping today. It looks like this weekend I'm supposed to be film prepping, which I was planning to do anyway, filming the prep for me video for the month of August. So that could possibly drop on Monday if you're interested. So as you can see, my girls have been on vacation all week. They come back tomorrow for you guys. I can't wait. I miss them so tremendously. Anyway, I have talked enough. We have done everything. We've tracked our bank spending, our credit card spending, our bills, and our cash spending. So we have tracked it all. And let me know in the comments about your preference on how I showcase unstuffing my bills. Do you want me to add it into the last WTF Wednesday of the month, just making that video a lot longer than it would have been? Or do you think it should be in a separate video? Or are you just not interested in seeing me unstuff the bills and would prefer that I just do that on my own? You guys let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one, hopefully on Monday. It depends on if I get it done this weekend or not. Also, hubby's appointment is on Monday, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday. Rest assured, it's coming your way. Anyway, I'm going to let you go before I just talk my own ears off and get on my own nerves. So I'll see you in the next one. And as always, until next time, bye.